Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news. Hope you and your friends the cutest age difference between Yulong and Yang Miemie. Why has the 6-year gap become a new emotional trend for Generation Z? The rise of the uncle-boyfriend phenomenon. How mature romance captivates a new generation in just 4 years. A quiet shift in romantic preferences has grown into a full-blown social phenomenon. According to recent data, the percentage of women open to dating significantly older men has skyrocketed from 12% in 2020 to 39% in 2024. This isn't just a statistical anomaly, it's a cultural wave reshaping how love stories are told, both on screen and off. At the heart of this trend lies a fascinating formula, pairing maturity with youthful energy. Nowhere is this dynamic more vividly portrayed than in the wildly popular short drama Kinye's Little Mute, starring 33-year-old Yulong and 27-year-old Yang Miemie. With a modest 6-year age gap, the duo perfectly embodies the uncle-boyfriend ideal where steady, experienced charm meets playful innocence. And audiences can seem to get enough at first glance. The setup feels familiar. Yulong plays the domineering CEO, exuding quiet authority, while Yang Miemie charms as the sweet, wide-eyed heroine unable to speak but speaking volumes through her expressive eyes. Yet beneath the surface lies a nuanced emotional journey that strikes a chord with modern female viewers. In a world increasingly defined by uncertainty and pressure, many young women find themselves drawn to the fantasy of a partner who offers not just love, but a sense of safety, wisdom, and unwavering support. The drama balances emotional depth with moments of levity. A particularly viral scene shows Kinye clumsily attempting to learn sign language to better communicate, his stern facade cracking under his awkward but earnest efforts. The humor is gentle, disarming and deeply human. And just as viewers are lulled into comfort, the narrative twists unexpectedly. A business betrayal threatens their fragile trust, forcing both characters to confront their vulnerabilities in ways that feel surprisingly raw and relatable. But the true genius of Kinye's Little Mute lies in its ability to mirror the unspoken desires of its audience. It's not simply about age, it's about emotional compensation. As viewers watch the careful orchestration of care, protection, and gentle humor, many see reflections of their own longing for a love that feels both exciting and secure. As the uncle-boyfriend archetype continues to dominate streaming platforms and social media conversations, it offers something more than escapist fantasy. It taps into an evolving emotional economy, one where maturity is no longer a liability, but a coveted asset. And in the hands of stars like Yulong and Yang Miemie, this new romantic language feels as irresistible as it is timely under the microscope. How real-life details turn on-screen couples into cultural icons in the era of hyper-curated romances. It's the unguarded, unscripted moments that leave the deepest impressions. Nowhere is this more evident than in the recent viral success of Kinye's Little Mute, where the age gap pairing of Yulong and Yang Miemie has captured more than just screen time. It's won hearts through authenticity, both in character and real life. While the drama portrays a classic CEO and sweet girl dynamic starring the brooding Pace High and the soft-spoken Yu Kadang, it's the behind-the-scenes chemistry that has elevated their pairing into fandom legend. Viewers have become obsessed with details from set, Yulong gently adjusting Yang Miemie's costume mid-shoot, shielding her from awkward comments during live streams, and even preparing meticulously measured meals with 23.6 grams of protein to maintain her energy levels. One viral moment showed him tilting her lounge chair to the perfect 127 degrees angle, earning him the nickname Human Plug-in Boyfriend. These small, tender gestures do more than generate likes, they exemplify the growing appeal of what fans call the child-rearing style romance. And it turns out, there's logic behind the emotion. Data shows that couples with an age gap and complementary dynamic report 42% higher emotional stability, greater problem-solving efficiency, and smoother day-to-day cooperation. In these relationships, the older partner often provides steady emotional regulation and life experience that becomes a calming anchor. As one fan poetically described Yulong, he's like a human tranquilizer in a chaotic world. This emotional appeal resonates deeply with Gen Z audiences, many of whom navigate daily life under high-pressure work and social expectations. In a culture where anxiety is the norm and burnout is routine, the idea of a relationship that offers stability, care, and protection is more than romantic fantasy, it's therapeutic. The rise of such CP couple pairing models isn't accidental. It reflects the evolution of emotional storytelling and the power of micro moments. When fans feel they've witnessed something real, whether a glance, a snack handed over at just the right time, or a knowing silence, they invest with both heart and loyalty. Ultimately, it's not the grand gestures, but the quiet constancy that builds legends. In the microscope-lit world of modern fandoms, authenticity isn't just appreciated, it's everything. The business of real-life chemistry, how age gap couples monetize authenticity. Beneath the glossy surface of today's viral age gap romances lies a finely tuned emotional economy, one where even the smallest real-life details are quietly transformed into high-yield commercial assets. Yulong and Yang Miemie are not only leading actors in Kin Ye's Little Mute, they are entrepreneurs of intimacy, turning daily interactions into a profitable art form. The secret? Slice of life realism. Analysis of their most viral behind-the-scenes clips reveals that 73% of their seemingly spontaneous interactions stem directly from genuine daily habits. The exact 45-degree tilt of Yang Miemie's thermos cup adjusted by Yulong, the subtle dilation of his pupils during her close-up scenes, or his instinctive hand hovering protectively when she shifts position. These unscripted moments are carefully curated into their public narrative, feeding an ever-hungry audience eager for perceived authenticity. This authenticity doesn't just boost fan engagement, it fuels conversion. When Yulong and Yang Miemie appear together on live streams, the viewer-to-purchase conversion rate spikes by 30%, driven by a fanbase convinced they are witnessing something real, unscripted, and intimate. The business model is clear: the more believable the off-screen connection, the more valuable the on-screen brand. A striking example is their recent drama Heartbeat Derailment, which has racked up 23.56 million views. Its most talked about scenes aren't the polished confessions or dramatic plot twists, but the raw, breathy moments left deliberately imperfect. The faint sound of quickened breathing, borderline ASMR, extends the viewer's emotional engagement long after the episode ends. This unfinished aesthetic keeps the sugar high of romantic obsession alive, allowing fans to replay, dissect, and re-experience micro details over and over. In essence, the relationship becomes an emotional coping mechanism, offering fans vicarious comfort in an unpredictable world. But behind the commercial success lies a deeper societal shift. The age gap pairing, once criticized as outdated or unequal, is being reinterpreted by a generation facing unprecedented life pressures. For many Gen Z women navigating unstable careers, skyrocketing costs of living, and emotional burnout, the fantasy of a steady, nurturing, slightly older partner offers more than romance. It's a form of emotional compensation. The uncle boyfriend isn't just attractive, he's stabilizing. What Yulong and Yang Miemie have created is more than a successful show, it's a case study in how intimacy, authenticity, and commerce intersect in today's evolving view of modern love. When we talk about love, where should age stand? In the age of viral romance and relentless scrutiny, a love story between Yulong and Yang Miemie has become both a sensation and a subject of debate. Their 9-year age gap has drawn fire from critics, branding it a father-daughter dynamic. But instead of retreating, the pair has offered something rare in entertainment, a case study in two-way growth. Far from a one-sided narrative, their relationship both on screen and off is marked by mutual elevation. Yang Miemie, once seen as the adorable junior partner, has quietly earned an emergency medical certification and adheres to a customized fitness nutrition regimen, not for aesthetics, but to match Yulong's meticulous, medically informed caregiving. Their dynamic is no longer about one shielding the other, but about building resilience together. Psychologists note that today's women are increasingly seeking not just emotional support, but emotional guidance partners who act as co-architects of a meaningful life, not merely providers. Material dependence is being replaced by shared value systems. In this light, the age gap couple is less about control and more about complementary pacing. One brings steadiness, the other renewal. Rather than letting controversy derail their rise, Yulong and Yang Miemie have turned backlash into momentum. Their off-script improvisational scenes once mocked for being too natural have become industry standards, with other studios attempting to mimic their unrehearsed intimacy. From mimetified black-red controversy to commercial collaboration, they've shown how authenticity, even when polarizing, can become a launchpad. So, when we talk about love, should age be the headline or just the footnote? Perhaps the real question isn't how many years lie between two people, but how much life they're building in those years. Their relationship is often described by fans as like a red date and ginger tea kept warm in a thermos, steady, nourishing, never too hot to hold. In a world obsessed with drama, theirs is a quiet revolution. Let's move beyond numerical thresholds and instead examine how relationships grow, adapt, and heal. After all, isn't that the truest measure of love? Now it's your turn. What's the age gap you'd feel comfortable with in a partner? 3 years, 6, or 9? Share your thoughts below. Your story might just reshape someone else's perspective.